Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit longer than most of my normal videos. We're going to be creating some ATCs and some JAMS. I'm showing you how I create mine. I like to use as much recycled material in my artwork as possible. So you can see I have pasta boxes, envelope boxes, pretty much any kind of cardboard that is salvageable comes to my studio and gets used for something. I'm using my Fiskars guillotine cutter and just cutting everything down to ATC size, which is 2.5 by 3.5. I even saved the little plastic like windows that are on the food packaging because I use them then for like shakers or if I want to add anything see-through in my videos or in my projects. So nothing goes to waste in my studio. As you all know, I throw nothing away. So I'm just going to be chopping away and see what's what. As I'm watching the video and doing the voiceover, I'm thinking, oh my God, how do I not cut my fingers off? I mean, obviously the video's sped up faster than what I'm going, but still, I just chop away and don't even think about what I'm doing. I think I was watching an episode of Married at First Sight while I was doing these. So here you see I keep the scraps, the little windows, and even the scrap tags or the scrap pieces of the cardboard I keep because then I use them in my mixed media pieces where I need height. So here I'm just showing you how to, here I'm just using some book text, adhering them with my purple glue stick from Blick. And when I use the glue stick, I like to use, if this even makes sense, like the shiny side of the cardboard. When I put it on like this, when I would put it on the back of the cardboard pieces, it soaks up the glue stick so fast that like my corners end up getting peely and don't really stick. So I like using the shiny side. I don't know. I'm weird. Okay, so now it's time to get funky and get some color down. I'm going to be using my Delusions paints and baby wipes. That's all it is. My fingers get messy, my nails get painty, and no real rhyme or reason. I'm just kind of picking colors that go with each other that won't create mud if I blend them. And Delusions paints, they blend, and I've said it a million times and I'll say it a million more. They blend so well. It's almost like seamless how well they blend together. And I like it because I use the book text as a base or a background. Even with the paint over top, you can still see the background. So these ended up almost looking like grass and sky. Wasn't exactly what I was going for, but I don't know that there was anything special I was going for. I've always said that art creates itself. We're just the vessel to put it down or get it out. All right, so these, I thought I was recording and I guess I wasn't. I basically, like I'm going to do this set here. I basically just take whatever leftover paint is on the wipes and just smear it on these cards, on these ATCs. Like, again, nothing's going to waste. Even the sheet of copy paper that I have, the white sheet of copy paper I have below my ATCs, I end up right here. I end up using that too. Like I'm going to use my brayer and squeeze out, almost like squeegee out the paint from the baby wipes. And then once that dries, I'll end up using that for more ATC bases. So these 3 sets, I'm gonna round the corners. I don't always round the corners of my ATCs or my jams, but I had my corner punch out and I thought, why not? If you're gonna do them all. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to be using a bunch of stamps. I'm going to be using my Tim Holtz stamping platform, and I'm just going to go to town. Now, these are going to be JAMS, and JAMS stands for Just Add More Stuff. I'm in an awesome group on Facebook where actually that group I've been in for quite some time, and I traded ATCs, I don't know, for the past 2 years, and all of a sudden I got introduced to jams. Well, now I'm like jamming like crazy because I don't know why. I like it. I love that my art can be mixed with other people's art to create one piece. And it's nice to be able to see, like, you might have a vision for something, and you send it out and somebody else has a completely different vision. And I really like getting the finished jams when they come home. So jamming like crazy. I'm using a lot of Technique Junkie stamps. They have become like a new favorite. Like a seriously new favorite. There's lots and lots of funky ones, and I really love, like, the one that I just did with the green is a mugshot of a lady, and it's hilarious. I don't know why, I think it's hilarious. I know a lot of ones I've done before, and you've even seen, if you watch my videos, you've seen I've used the funky cat from Technique Junkies. I used it in ATCs. I used it on jams. I used it, I think, in an art journal page, and I used it in a wall hanging, a piece that I worked on, a piece of MDF. And I don't know, I was a little cat crazy. Kind of looks like my cat with his little attitude. If I would put a top hat and a 3-piece suit on him, yeah, that would be smoky. Now I'm going to work on these extra ones that I created using the leftover paint that was on the wipes. And these are going to be ATCs, I think. Yeah. These are not going to be jams because they're all different. And jams, usually 9 out of 10 times, the base is the same on all 3. Whatever the middler adds, their stuff is all the same on all 3, and same for the finisher. So I didn't want to send out different backgrounds for jams. So these are going to be ATCs that eventually will be up for trade. I love my Tim Holtz stamping platform because I have clear stamps, I have foam stamps, and it's so nice that I literally can just take the top cover off, flip it around, and put it back in the hinges for whichever type of stamp I'm using, and don't have to worry about getting different blocks and stuff out because I don't have time for that. Who does? So the Tim Holtz platform is absolutely wonderful. And I like it too because, like, the base doesn't have an edge on it. It doesn't have a lip. So a lot of times, like with my art journal pages that are bigger than the base, than the stamp platform itself, it can hang off over the edge and I can still stamp on it, which is really cool. That's one of the biggest features I really like about it. So this one looks a little plain to me. And I didn't know what to add. So I decided to get this, star punch out and punch some stars out. And the one on the right-hand side completely cut right through the edge. So I decided to cover it with some washi tape. And then because the back of the star is sticky, I'm going to use some of that clear packaging that I had left over from the packaging. Just to put on the back so it's still kind of see-through, but yet not sticky anymore. Adding a little more washi on the top. Excuse me. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to add a little black soot distress ink around the edges. For some reason, I always feel like my artwork has to have a border or a frame. Not that it does. That, I don't know. It's just what makes me happy. So I do it. I'm trying to be like super careful because the ink isn't dry on these yet because I stamped them both. I stamped them all twice. And so, excuse me again. The stamped images are still like super juicy and I'm afraid that I'm going to smear them and just ruin everything I just did. So if my hand looks like it's holding it kind of funky, that's because they are. Excuse me again. So here are all the finished ATCs and JAMS. And they'll be sent out in the group to some of my fellow jammers. I hope you enjoyed watching. Excuse me. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. And see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.